I was at the very bottom. My life before here, all my family had given up on me. I was homeless, living on the streets. And going through a lot of death in my life led me to just bouncing around state to state, just completely lost. I walked away from God. I was saved in 2009, but I walked away from God in my last 12 years. I've been just miserable. That was prior to the mission. I couldn't find a program that would accept me. They either wanted money or they wanted a long time frame. And when you're homeless, you don't have that. And that's what was very special about the Boise Rescue Mission. They took me in. They didn't ask nothing of me. They didn't ask for money. They didn't ask for anything. They welcomed me in with open arms and recommitted to the Lord. And it's just been an amazing ride since. My name is Matthew, and I am part of the New Life program. My child life was very rough. So I never grew up in the church. I never heard Jesus or the name God throughout my entire childhood. And my entire childhood was just watching my parents verbally abuse each other. And so it was rough as a child growing up. So I had like I said, I never grew up in the church. So that life was foreign to me. My first 21 years of life, I had no relationship with Christ. I went through some death and I watched my dad die of stomach cancer, and it turned me into a very bitter person, you know. I became an atheist at one point. I didn't believe in anything anymore. So when God saved me in that county jail in 2009, I finally saw purpose for my life, and he filled me up with the fruits of the Spirit, and I began to have joy and all these things in my life. But where I went wrong was I got married and all that, and 4 years of just greatness, walking with the Lord. And then I just started putting my job on more important. I put God on the back burner. I stopped going to church, and it ultimately it destroyed my marriage. And I was so in my prideful state, I refused to ask for help. The last 12 years have been very miserable. I've been just a miserable person. I had no life in me. I gave up my life again. I tried to commit suicide 2 different times in the last 12 years. But now with God back in my life, I can't even explain it. It's amazing. He's blessed me with the fruits of the Spirit. I have joy, I have peace, I have love, I have kindness, I have self-control, all the fruits of the Spirit. I'm alive today. I have purpose, and I want to just keep going forward and just keep walking with the Lord, because with the Lord on me, you know, I can do all things. When I first arrived at the mission, I was scared, especially being in a new city too. I didn't know anybody. I had no idea where I was, really where I was. I was feeling broken. I was feeling lost, completely depressed, anxiety. I had no life. I was feeling hopeless. But the staff was awesome. They were welcoming. You know, that was something I wasn't used to. Just seeing them watching their testimonies when I'd go to chapel at 6 o'clock every night from the A dorms, I'd watch these guys that are in the program, the New Life program. I could see that a light about them. There was life. And I wanted that life again. I wanted to rededicate my life to Jesus Christ, and I just wanted to walk with him again. My third day in the A dorms, I listened to the chapel, the service. When it ended, I broke into tears. I broke down really hard, but I knew it was a good joy in the end, because I knew I'd come home to the Lord again. And I asked the pastor after it was over if he would help me just rededicate to Christ, and he did. And I just flooded with tears. It was amazing. It was an amazing moment for me. Before the mission, I was just depressed. I didn't know how to talk to anybody anymore. And that's how it became so bad that I couldn't even conversate with you right now. I couldn't relate with anybody. The mission has changed me in the fact that I trust people now. I trust people. I can let people in. I know how to conversate with people. I found my spirit. I've learned of my spiritual gifts, which is servitude, serving. And I just get so much joy out of just serving each and every day, because I know those people in the A dorms. I was there. I was in their shoes. So now I get so much joy out of just going and helping these people, and they'll listen to me because I've been in that struggle, you know. What I've learned about myself in the New Life program is that I am a child of God, and I am worthy. And for the last 12 years, I've looked at myself as I'm not worthy. I have no purpose. I don't know. I can't relate with people, but God has given me, transformed my heart, and I feel alive today. And what I've learned there is just I have just as much purpose as anybody else on this planet, you know. I now see a future for myself. You know, I see now what I want to do. I have goals again, and what I really want to do is become a drug and alcohol counselor, caseworker at the mission. I'm going to stay at the mission. I'm going to give back now. My life has drastically changed so much. My family's starting to talk to me again, and that would just seem impossible before the mission. And this is just in 6 months of time. I can't imagine how much, when the more time goes by, what's going to happen. It's amazing. The blessings just keep coming, and it's all obedience to Christ. I want to do a special thank you right now to the donors of this program, because if it wasn't for these donors, if it wasn't for your obedience to what the Lord has been telling you to donate to this program, I wouldn't be here with life today. I had nowhere to go. I didn't have money for any other program. I was dying on the streets, and this program took me in, and it's because of the donors, because of their donations, your donations, that have given me another chance at life. So I just want to, really from my heart, I say thank you so much, because now I have a life, I have a future, and I am just so excited, and I just thank you so much for the donations.